I'll be back.
Let's take a look at what my record on Jump is. Your stats. Wait, there's not like a... Okay, in open, it's sorted by deck. Alright, well I have a loss in open with a New Hope Dark, because I think I accidentally loaded my New Hope deck in open, so that should not count. I'm 10-3 with AOBS in open, 0-1 with EVO, 3-1 with IE Walkers. I think some of these things are just like I had to go, so I conceded. 5-1 with IE Troopers, 5-1 with OA, 3-1 with UMC, 14-4 with Watcher Step. So that's like what? 14, 17, 22, 27, 30, 40. I'm 40 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. 40 and 11. That's my record.
All right, well, these guys are getting set up. I got an important question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best cheese?
Cheddar. So solid.
I like insanely sharp cheddar.
Yes,
but the one cheese
cheddar
I like even more than sharp cheddar is extremely sharp provolone. I love Bellagioso insanely sharp provolone.
So I might not have it because I normally when you say provolone, I associate it as a more mild cheese.
Oh no, bro, no.
So perhaps the provolones that I've consumed just haven't been sharp enough.
Yeah, you should go to the supermarket and you should say, please give me your sharpest provolone.
Sharpest provolone, sir.
Yeah. So, and then this, have you ever had halloumi?
No, I don't think I've even heard of it.
Do you like Mediterranean cuisine?
Yeah.
Okay, so halloumi is cheese that you grill. It doesn't melt. You just grill it.
Whoa.
I'm going to actually just Google halloumi cheese grilled. HALLOUMI.
All right.
And just look at that cheese sitting on a grill. It is freaking insane. I should grab my phone so I can see the deck lists. We're almost about to start.
All right. Wow, it's it looks kind of like a mozzarella from just the appearance of the cheese.
Yeah, it's even better than mozzarella. It's really good. My wife and I have a friend, and her family owns this like big time Mediterranean market in Worcester, and we get it all the time. We get like just their food all the time. It's incredible. All right, let me get these deck lists up. So it looks like Reed is playing dark. He's playing Hunt Down against light. We're going to see two Throne Room mains decks here.
Yep.
Actually, I don't have Chris Kelly's list. Do you have them?
I think my phone just randomly died in the middle, so I think Casey got the text for Chris Kelly's list. But we've seen Chris Kelly play, or I've seen Chris Kelly play, so he's got the Court Scum and the Throne Room. Just
3-effect Throne Room. Yeah, I still would like
pretty similar to Reed's. Yeah, no, it would be useful.
And we have Reed's on camera, obviously. So this is the Throne. This is the Hunt Down that plays Lord Vader and Boba Fett, Baron. In space, he's got Emperor's Personal Shuttle, Maul Sith Infiltrator. 4 short-range Watch Your Back. That is a buttload of short-range Watch Your Back.
Yeah, so
4 accelerates, only 1 force field.
Chris
2
also
force
has
lightning.
the 1 ship in his deck, but his ship is Rick Oley in Queen's Royal Starship.
That's his 1 ship?
That's his 1 ship.
Old move con. Let's see how it pays off.
It's pretty much identical to Booster and Pulsar Skate.
Only Booster and Pulsar Skate pulls Mirax?
That is true.
Not even remotely identical.
Not like Reed.
Queen's Royal Ship really shouldn't be played outside of WAP, I don't think, but, whatever. It's incredible in WAP.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why he went with that specific one, but I'm sure there's...
I mean, I know I've mentioned it on the stream yesterday, and I've mentioned to people when I've been just working on Lightside going into the NPC that I love the double local trouble, Outrider, Booster and Pulsar Skate, Mirax space package with 2 moving into attack positions. I think that those, 8 cards is the perfect space package. You could even run two dash, so you don't have to start combat response.
Yeah, that's something you can do in like WAP, for instance. That would be interesting to see. It's all aliens.
True. I love that space package. I love Local Trouble to get Booster and Pulsar Skate and Outrider.
So we've got Chris here. He's got the
shield pull. Reed immediately pulls secret plans. A lot of people don't immediately pull secret plans, and it's just a huge mistake. Do you know what Chris's third starting effect is there?
Yeah, it's the Luke effect.
Gotcha.
I don't think Chris Kelly has played a deck without Like My Father Before Me since Like My Father Before Me was printed.
I feel like there was a more concise way to say that. Reed also playing 3 Visage, which is not something that normally people don't normally go to 3. I feel.
Yeah, I feel like even just 1 is right now because you don't have a whole lot of out of commission combos in the meta, and we saw in the game earlier, Tom Haid just went to the Executor Hall Theater, and he never redeployed the Visage. So that's the way that usually gets canceled to the Spies. So this is going to be, there might be a few turns before we see a Battleground hit the table, although we didn't see the... Oh, did Reed even start mob points?
It looks like he said, "I'm Your Father," established control.
And Justice?
I mean, not established control, Justice in. I can't tell what the third one is.
Yeah.
But he's definitely got 3 characters on there. It looks like Mara. I mean, it's definitely Dr. E. Pandababa. I can't tell what that middle character is, though.
Yeah, that's a good question. I can't either.
I would say it's Darth Maul with lightsaber, but that I can't see the Sith symbol there, so.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a Dark Jedi Master. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, maybe he says, well, it doesn't make sense to start.
You know who I bet that is? I bet it's Dengar with Blaster Carbine. I bet it's Dengar.
Okay, I can buy that. That's plausible. It looks like maybe a Destiny 2.
It also looks like it's his leader in the lore, though, right? Or is Dengar like a smuggler or something?
Dengar is a Corellian, but I think he's a Corellian by rule. Corellian bounty hunter. So that would be the lore, I think, of her Dengar.
Yeah, it is. It is bounty hunter, and that's highlighted. That is Dengar for sure.
Okay, all right, good.
I can tell.
The guy who's not so Pistone's Ivory Death Fist is not Pistone. So
no, it's not.
Whoever this guy is. Wait, do you know who it is? All he's told us is that he's not Pistone.
But he says that every time.
Oh well, okay. I've only seen it once.
It's happened before when we've streamed. Let me pop out the chat here. Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Do you pop out the chat?
No, I just have to alt tab.
Ugh. Pop out the chat lets you close the whole window, and it lowers your bandwidth.
Wait, what? How do you pop out the chat?
You have to you need a Chrome extension.
Oh, I use Firefox.
Pistone's Ivory Death Fist thinks that's Stormtrooper Garrison.
It's definitely not. There's no way he even plays.
The middle card's Dengar for sure. I would stake Tom's reputation on it. I'm trying to see if he has an. Oh, the third effect is going to be combat response, obviously.
Maybe. He's only got the one system, and he doesn't really expect it to be contested that hard. I wouldn't hate not playing combat response.
But he can't play mob points because it'll be canceled by Don't Do That Again in his throne room.
Yeah, so maybe he's got another effect that makes sense to say. I don't know.
I'm looking. I mean, he could start something special planned, but I don't think that that's what he did.
Probably not, no.
Yeah, so it's got to be either combat response or...
Yeah, maybe that's it. Chris, of course, not playing a system. Reed only playing the one system, right?
Again, I haven't seen Chris's list, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Oh, it looks like I think Casey just texted us the list. Did you get the text from Casey?
No, I'm not on Casey's. I don't know if I have Casey's number, but
okay.
I did not get a text. Can you forward it to me? Someone in the chat shouted out Halloumi. Nice.
Yeah, that's.
Said I was wrong about mushrooms, but
that's Steve Salucci. Right, so
Oh yeah, that is Salucci, right?
To
All right, Salucci also makes up for himself being your friend by saying halloumi is the nuts. Roasted like halloumi. So, all right, so we see you cannot have forever mob points in his lost pile, which, assuming he lost to Visage, so clearly not his starting effect.
Wait, I hope I just texted Chris's list. I just saw that I had a couple texts from Casey like in the last couple seconds and sent them on, but I didn't actually look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are Chris's.
Yeah, it says Chris Kelly Nationals late day 2.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Read,
That's a good tip off. Where?
Top right corner.
Top right corner?
Touch the picture in the middle.
So I see. All right. But it's kind of cut off. Yeah. I have to hold it. Like my phone will auto like scroll my picture away from that if I don't.
Now we're talking because
I found it.
I talked about this with Justin today. Chris Kelly's playing 2 cents. Finally, someone's doing something that makes sense around here. No one's been playing Sense all weekend, and it is the most busted card in the game right now. He's even playing a Premier Altar. He's also playing, though, 2 Under Attack, which is one of my least favorite pieces of technology in the entire game of Star Wars CCG.
Well, none of those are going to be any good here.
True. But yes, very true. But I really don't like Under Attack. I think it's not good. Is the thing frozen? No, okay, no one's doing anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Don't sleep on Sense drawing a 1, by the way.
It's true. I mean, you don't hate it. We did see 1 Sense go lost to Visage, which is probably one of the better uses for it in this match.
Sure.
But, yeah, I mean, I guess that's the thing. It doesn't really matter. If you have dead cards against Huntdown, you just pitch them. So it's not the end of the world.
So we see Lieutenant Blount. So really funny, a lot of people play Blount, and it seems like nobody played ISB.
Yeah. No, I did that at Endor. I was afraid of ISB and added the Blounts, and no one played it. This time, Lenny had ISB, but he didn't even play the ISB because he got blown out by like 30 or something.
Oh, he played ISB. He was going to play ISB today.
Yeah.
I think ISB is really strong. I think we've talked about this before.
It is. Yeah, you had that at your number 1 on the Ask the Expert session.
I do. I still think it's the best deck. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen after this next set, but I think people not playing ISB is simply because of time constraints.
Yeah, it could be. I know Emil has kind of shared your opinion, and he's been playing some ISB and, dominating some European tournaments with it.
Yeah, you just have to play super fast. You can't think about anything. Another thing I like, it's not that I like, but like when I played the online tournament and I played RST, I also played. There's like an alien in that. What's the alien that you would play in RST?
Is it Harksef?
No. I forget what I did, but Chu gave me some insane tech where I played like an alien and Boshuda, and it was great.
I don't know. Was it the Sell the Interrupt guy? Or girl? Woman?
No. You're learning. I don't remember what alien it was. All right, so still nothing happening like every game on stream. Reed loses Tarkin off the top for Visage, and there goes Lieutenant Blount.
I mean, this match is always like that.
It wasn't Wicket. It wasn't an Ewok. I think Wicket is... you could play Wicket, but I don't think you can... Can you play Wicket off Endor?
No, I think just on Endor. But yeah, Wicket in that deck is really good.
I cut Wicket.
Anyone, basically.
I cut Wicket for Utani, and because I think they're pretty much the same. And
Wicket's so much better.
No.
Just excludes dudes.
Yeah.
Wicket has no fear.
TBDK, this is not the first turn. This is like the 8th turn.
Yeah, this is the ultimate snoozer of a Star Wars CCG match, in my opinion.
I do have holodeck on this computer. I didn't think I did. I lied yesterday.
I feel so betrayed. So Chris Kelly putting Rey to the Boss Nash Chambers because he knows that eventually he's going to be going out to the
Battle planes,
but he just wants to get the Rey stuff going first.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not too scared of spies from Reed. It doesn't He's not really a spy that makes a ton of sense in Hunt Down. Maybe Probot, but not really. So kind of just deploys her there to get some stuff going.
Eller's Matic.
Oh yeah, lateral damage, undercover tech.
That was the one.
He's a scout. Yeah.
Had my deck saved.
I play Eller's Matic in my deck.
Raise at Boss Nass's Chambers. Getting card draw for Chris. Someone asked in the chat.
Yep, that's Tobias, I'm assuming. Is that you? Is that Tobias? TB?
You know what else I have on here is that high-speed hunt down deck that I told you about that I was testing for NPC. Deck is straight fire.
What's using speeder bikes?
3 speeder bike, 3 high-speed tactics. I mean, Destiny's just insane. They're just 6/5s in you, 6/4 higher in your deck.
Well, that's the way to get Hunt Down to beat Old Allies, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, smoked it. So still nothing happening. Losing Baron, losing Saber 1, losing Under Attack. These are cards that not doing a lot. You have to wonder when anything is going to happen.
Yes, you have to wonder that. I've been wondering that.
Is that the Hoth Docking Bay, bro?
Hoth Docking Bay, yeah.
Good gravy. Going deep. Going deep for activation in the throne room. This is why I hate throne room, man. You just have to play all these terrible cards.
A 1-0 Docking Bay is not a terrible card.
Having to play 2 1-0 Docking Bays is terrible. It's terrible.
It's not terrible.
Dude.
One 1-0 Docking Bay, we can say for sure is not terrible, right?
I would never play any 1-0 Docking Bays in my light side deck. Ever.
Jeez. Watch Your Step View fans hate to hear
Sorry. Except like in Watch Your Step where you can play Luke to the home 1 and move him to Tatooine. That's the only acceptable situation.
Yeah, but now Luke deploys 6 anyway.
I know that, Tom. But I'm saying that was the only acceptable time.
I don't know. I think it's whatever.
I mean, there's nothing going on, so we can debate this. In what world is having to use 2 of those deck slots, put them on the table?
Activation that's pullable. Obviously, if you don't play Insurrection Aim High, you're not doing it. But it's pullable activation just for you. I think that's totally a fair deal.
If you're going to play
think how many deck
staging
slots
areas,
you devote to a Twix.
If you're going to play
like puller in a Twix, as opposed to this just being an effect and boom, that's it.
Okay, which pullers though? Like Weesid does something.
It does have multiple uses. That's true.
And right, Speak is for a 3-0, which is like
3-0. 3-0 is really good, but 3-0's. I mean, we've seen the 3-0 be.
Yeah, it's a huge liability, right?
All weekend long, which is why a lot of people are running Hark Cephs in lieu of the Coruscant. If you can fit Hark Ceph into your deck, and it's
okay. Well, then let's start staging areas and put Hark Ceph at the 1-1-0 Docking Bay that you play.
Okay, yeah, but you need to get the Hark Ceph. And Fanfare, for whatever reason, still stops staging areas. Now, what changes that? Rebel Fleet. You've seen Rebel Fleet, right? The preview cards? Yeah. Rebel Fleet, that might be something moving forward. You can get a 1-0 with that. You get Alderaan with the Rebel Fleet. Or you get Yavin 4, set up a nice haven there, get a battleground system going.
Hey, I'm all for having really efficient force activation, but pulling 2 1-0 Docking Bays is not very efficient force activation.
What about pulling a 1-0 Docking Bay and a 1-0 Alderaan? Because you can pull them both on the first turn. Like, one of the problems that I can see you might have with the Insurrection thing is that you have to pull that 1-0 Docking Bay on the second turn. And maybe you don't have it. Like, Chris Kelly just drew into the 1-0 Docking Bay, which really feels bad. Like, it wasn't in his reserve.
If Insurrection said, or if Aim High said at the beginning of the game, lose 1 force, is that worth it? Like, I don't know. Like, if Walkling... I just think it's bad. I just think playing 1-0s is bad. And I think wasting one of your starting effects is bad. I just think it's bad.
Yeah, it's just there aren't that many other effects that you want for Throne Room right now.
And again, that's why I would never play Throne Room.
Yeah, I'm not a Throne
Or I
Room.
like what Justin did, which was play a new secret base and just pay 2 to get the system out. You're not deploying anything turn 1 anyway, and just play your system.
Mm.
Like, why isn't he doing that? Seems
Well, it's
way
also
better.
Ellis protection. This is a legitimate. I mean, both players making the finals here are playing this strategy, and
They didn't make the finals playing this strategy.
yes, they did.
Chris
Clearly
Kelly
they did.
Throne Room yesterday.
Yeah, I think Chris Kelly repeated both the decks yesterday because we saw him play the court yesterday, and I think Chris Kelly of the games that we saw yesterday, I think Chris Kelly performed the best.
Okay, I just don't like it.
He's been a sleeper player for a while, but I fully support him deserving to be in this finals with these.
I'm not saying anything about the quality of the play from Chris Kelly. I'm just saying simply that I think pulling 2 1-0 docking bays and starting Insurrection is inefficient deck building. That's all.
Okay. I just activation is so important that even mediocre guaranteed activation is worth it. And maybe it's just like a symptom of Lightside not having. Everyone's just prepping to go to a battleground. Emperor now going to the bridge.
Yeah, ready to move to the hallway.
Yep. We're just going to be a staring contest for so long because this is the most boring match and stuff. Well, other than the combat mirror, which is
combat mirror is exciting because you just
no, it's awful. It's war. Just play war. It's so stupid. You're flipping over. You both activate 5 force, then you just draw 2 destiny, and then neither of you beat each other. Like nobody beats each other by 5. So it's just who has higher destiny, and that person loses 4 force. And maybe eventually you get like a 7/7 tracked, and if they don't have the best shuffle, the game's over. It's like, oh god, just
yeah, they really punted by making those 2 decks like identical, whereas they really could have made 2 different Naboo strategies.
They would have required time to decipher at the end. Though all of the mirror matches of all of the episode 1 objectives are terrible. Just absolutely horrible mirror matches. Think about it. WAP versus Invasion. Like Hyperdrive versus Watto.
WAP versus Invasion's pretty exciting. Hyperdrive versus Watto was a joke.
Yeah. The Senate mirror is just the weirdest game ever. It's not.
It was completely solvable. Justin solved it. We solved it.
Okay, which is not a good thing.
Well,
we shouldn't have a solvable game.
Sort of.
But I mean, that's no longer the case now.
To solve it.
But yeah, I mean, well, but the solution was just activate more force, have more guys at the Senate.
Not exactly. It was how many to activate each.
I remember. He told me. I don't remember exactly what the solution was.
You don't remember having it handed to you so you could win all the games like I did.
It was handed to me after the fact, I think.
What does viable mean, TBDK? Is it good enough to beat a bunch of jabronis at Nationals? Yes. Is it good enough to beat Justin Desai and Johnny Chu at Worlds? I don't know.
Oh. All right.
Is that
someone's gonna bring it for sure?
Okay, we'll see how it does. I'll be very interested to see if wasting 3 cards is something you want to do against Johnny Chu.
It's not going to be me. I'm going to be playing Watcher Step for sure, or maybe QMC actually. I don't know, or maybe something else.
If you take QMC,
if builds me a good deck, I'll build.
You take QMC, you will be doing commentary day 3, and I will put money on that.
Oh, okay. If I take QMC, I will be doing commentary on day 3. I don't agree. I think QMC is pretty strong.
You think you'll day 3 with QMC?
I mean, the thing is, the odds are always against day 3. Or, well, it depends on who you are. I don't think I'm a player that I'm over 50% to day 3 Worlds. So
you don't think you're over 50% to day 3 Worlds?
That's a tough task.
How many times have you day 3'd Worlds?
Just 2.
Oh,
last year.
I have more day 3s than you? Ouch.
Oh, yeah. By far.
Ouch. Well, not by far. I have 1 more.
That's it?
I've only done it 3 times. I've only been to like 4 worlds, but yeah, I've only done it 3 times.
Then your percentage is a lot higher. Yeah, I've 2007. So we faced off in the first time I day 3'd the worlds. That was my first worlds actually.
Yeah, you crushed me. I forget the matchup, but
I had the hunt down versus your combat, which was lopsided, and then I had Senate versus your combat, which you were favored in, but I think you won that one, but I won the hunt down one by more or something.
and maybe. Ooh,
All right.
we have
Corrin.
2 characters from different sides at the same location.
Oh baby.
Corrin going to face Palpatine. So let's see.
Oh baby.
So he lost 1 Force Lightning, but he's playing 2. So he has an opportunity to fry sizzle Corrin, but he did not.
No, here comes Luke. Oh, come on. Come on. Big money, big money. All right. Let's see what we get here. Hopefully this is not like just a boring gick or something like that. But I mean, going to non-battlegrounds in this match is great because it's not like anyone's going to get coward in the foreseeable future. So I'm totally on board with this play from Chris Kelly here.
Yeah, this is sweet. Hey Tom.
So
just while we're waiting for them to like figure out what's going on with this battle, if you decide to play QMC at Worlds, you just let me know beforehand.
Okay.
And we'll make the bet, and I'll give you. We'll establish real odds, because obviously, yeah, you're not 75% or whatever to make day 3, so we'll give you good odds.
Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, I've been playing this recent year or so has been the best I've ever played. So perhaps the history over the past 10 years isn't reflective of my current likelihood. So that's in my defense.
Sure.
I've made the top whatever is necessary of the last.
Stop trying to back your
brag.
brag. I'm just telling you, I think QMC's bad, and if you play it, you'll do bad. All right, so
Destiny looks like 4 and 5 hits Emperor.
No response.
Okay.
What is in Reed's hand that we've played 7 turns each, and he just allowed this to happen?
He's got a gick. I'm sure he has a gick.
Sure. What did he know escape? Okay, so he just got Ponder up back, which is huge.
Yeah,
Reveals Gengar with Blaster Carbine. My sleuthing skills are amazing.
Good work. So we've got a 4, that's a 5, so 8, 10, 15 to 9. Let's see if we draw out the gick.
Considering he just lost Masterful to Visage last turn, you gotta expect him to have it.
Yeah. 14 to 9.
There's the gick, and Luke stranded on the blockade flag.
Is it a strand? He drains 2 there.
Okay, fair point.
And
not if he goes Vader back hallway this turn.
If he goes hallway, then Luke can move to the hallway.
Luke can move over, but he.
Wait, is Justin?
I don't know what just happened, but if he sure. If he moves to the hallway, he's still on the back foot. He still is allowing.
Is it a drain of 3 there, Dan? Wait, is it -1 unless a Jedi is there at the bridge or something?
Yeah, it's a drain of 3.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, okay, let's see how this plays out, just hypothetically. Yeah. Plays the back door, plays Vader, Dr. E, which is in his hand, and maybe someone else.
Okay, that's really good. But he's not playing the back door. He's playing the hallway.
You know what I mean? He's playing the hallway. So
okay, yeah, but it's a significant difference. All right.
No,
we're on the same page. Okay.
We both know he's only playing the hallway.
Okay.
So
all right.
He fortifies. Chris can play something, but he can't effectively battle with Luke at the next site over.
That's true. That part's true. So that does give the initiative to Reed.
Yeah, it gives him the initiative. So I think Reed in the driver's seat.
Interesting. Yeah. So, if Reed goes to the hallway... Actually, if Reed goes to the hallway with Vader, Luke can't even drain.
Exactly.
Because Reed will be flipped.
Yes. Or he plays Coward. Either one. I mean, obviously...
Okay, Coward's a long ways away here.
No, but if he goes to the hallway, yes. It flips, and he can't drain with Luke. But even if it was just Corrin there, if he plays Coward, he can't drain there. What I'm saying is, it is a strand, is what I'm trying to say. He's stranding Luke there.
Another thing to talk about is that we just saw Corrin to the bridge. That means Corrin's not going to the Hall Theater. We're probably seeing Visage all game.
The Hollow Theater, yes.
Yes, the Hollow Theater.
Also because Lieutenant Blunt's dead, so he has no spies left. Oh no, he has Jyn Erso still.
Jyn Erso. Yep. So it's not. Yeah. There is another spy to cancel this visage potentially.
Okay, and Greenlight. Chris just lost his only ship.
Yep.
Allows Reed to play Rindili with or Carida with like just the Emperor shuttle.
And at this point, it's pretty likely Reed knows that, but I mean, I don't know if he's got
Yeah, and
people reporting to him, but he's in Pittsburgh. There's a lot of Pittsburghers around, presumably. So
they don't get to see each other's deck lists in the top 8.
They do not, which I've always thought. Well, I think it would be good if we kept the same decks. At least one of these events. Like every other card game, you keep the same decks going from one day to the next.
Yeah.
In which case, you have to see the deck list so that there's.
But I don't know. I do like that there's hidden information. I think that's interesting.
I just don't like the switch thing. Trying to. If he brings this, I'll bring this, and maybe I'll play like 5 cancelers for this thing and hope that he plays that deck, and
His deck list says Premier Altar, but that is not Premier Altar.
Yeah, we were noticing that before. It's Altar Virtual anyway, so there's actually not an effective difference because it's just the virtual text. It is different if you have Qui-Gon V. He pulls the episode 1 interrupt, so episode 1 Altar is just clearly superior, except for the fact that the picture's worse. But like in terms of gameplay, there's just that one thing.
All right, so TBDK in the chat is saying Luke trapped at the bridge should be really bad. And, well, it is bad. It's not as bad as you think because Reed's only battleground is the hallway. So to stop this drain, Reed has to play the hallway this turn, and he has to go down with Vader to stop that drain.
Yeah, otherwise it's just a drain of 3. And, I mean, also the other way to do it is Coward, but we've seen there's literally not a battleground on the table right now. So controlling 2 or occupying 2 battlegrounds is a long way away. This is not a battleground heavy match.
If he played the hallway and went down with like Maul, Phantom Menace, Dr. E, then he would be able to play Coward. But either way, Reed has to play the battleground this turn, and he has to get someone there.
Which he didn't. So now we've got the drain of 3 coming.
Wow. I don't even know what's going on.
Neither of them can find their battlegrounds. We just saw the battle planes in Chris's deck. Right now, Chris, of course, has no incentive whatsoever to play the battle planes.
Of course. But Reed's playing 4 accelerates.
Well, he used the first one, presumably, to get out the bridge. And then, can't find it. Maybe Reed is also afraid of Grimtash. He doesn't want to draw up that big. But I mean, at some point you have to be like, okay. So
this brings up a good point. Reed's activating 6.
Whoa! Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah. How did we not focus on that before? That's not much. How much is Chris is way out activating? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I was just about to say that. The docking bays are absolutely massive here. And Yoda going to the Jedi Council chamber. We saw Chris Kelly do the same move.
He's not. He's underwater.
Yeah, he's underwater as opposed.
He's pulling control tunnel vision. That Yoda is so good.
Yeah, that Yoda
played him in my WAP at the NPC.
That Yoda has twice just been pulled by the Jedi Council chamber early just to be like there.
Yeah, and activation.
Yeah, and exactly. So that's the new trend. All the kids are doing that. I've never seen it happen before, but this time it's not quite that because Yoda is ready to move out to. And we see that must be the Visage top deck. I'm guessing Close Call and Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. All right,
Chris Kelly
now back to Reed, who's. I mean, let's see. He probably just drew all of his reserve or all of his force last turn, looking for something. Let's see. Oh. We're making room for the hallway. And here comes Vader, I'm guessing?
Whatever it is, it's not going to be enough.
Because there's Vader.
Unless Reed's been saving a ton, he cannot back him up too heavily.
Yeah, but what does Chris even have in his hand? I think I saw an Obi-Wan, but that's not really going to do it.
Dan, we don't know that he pulled Yoda with the Jedi Council Chamber. Tom just kind of guessed that he was deploying there, but he didn't.
No. I'm talking about the first 2 games.
No, I know, but Tartaglione on the chat.
Yeah.
Chris pulled him with the JCC didn't have to play him there, but
No, he definitely didn't. That was just from hand. Yeah,
but when he originally played him, you said, "Here comes Yoda to the JCC."
Oh, did I say that?
Which is why Dan is greatly confused, because you misrepresented what happened in the game.
I'm not sure I said that.
Oh, you did. We can rewind.
Well, we have that technology, but we're not going to. Someone can. All right, Lost is that? What is that?
I think that's Hera.
Oh yeah, I see it now. There's just like a sticker on the. Is that a sticker?
No, but I can tell from before that it's like an AI Hera or something like that.
Oh. Okay.
Was there an official PC Hera alternate art?
I'm assuming there was. Chris Kelly is very much into the official.
That's
AI.
the same picture that happened like earlier where I didn't know who the hell that was, but Justin said it was Hera, and it ended up being Hera.
Yeah. Wait, was Justin trying to get in on the call, by the way?
I think that's Anakin?
Anakin. Yeah, that might be.
I guess. It's an official Anakin AI.
And there comes the coward, but he's not yet canceling anything with the coward.
Well, he'd be canceling a retrieval, right?
No, because you need to control occupy 2 battlegrounds to stop anything.
No, you don't. You need to occupy 2 battlegrounds to cancel coward.
Oh, do you need to occupy a? Oh, jeez, wow.
So you know what Khmer, you big coward, does?
I never played decks that are affected by it. Yeah, you're right. Well, you occupy a battleground, and an opponent occupies less than 2, which should be fewer if we're being Stannis about this. So yeah, coward indeed.
I can't believe you didn't know what coward did. It's like
how often
the most important cards that was ever printed by Decipher.
How often do I play a deck that just goes to a non-battleground and drains?
It's probably the most influential non-virtual card in the history of the game.
Battle Plan.
No.
Hoojix.
No.
Both.
Coward changed everything. Lightside used to just turtle.
Maybe.
I'm flummoxed by the ability to know coward.
The Battle Plan is such a defining card. All right, so we've got...
Battle Plan's what like the game should have been when it was originally printed.
Oh, absolutely. Battle Plan made my list at number 2 of the greatest card ever printed. And I think it's the most important card. It makes such beautiful Star Wars games. So let's see. So Qui-Gon, interesting. So this flips Huntdown back, but Luke can't quite drain yet.
Why, Tom?
Because of coward.
Way to go. You did it, fam.
Yeah. I'm actually I might have just not wanted to play. Don't even give him the icons here. And just move Luke over, play Qui-Gon, like attack Vader with Qui-Gon. Maybe? That's kind of risky, though. What if he has Force Field?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Chris could be so far ahead in life that just getting this drain in consistently will be enough.
That's a good point, too. Do you think Luke moves over to face off against Vader?
We know he's got Dr. E in his hand, so I think that would be a mistake.
That's a good point.
Especially since, let's see.
But I think Chris might have Hoojix in hand. So if the worst happens, he's got that.
No, but if the worst happening, isn't that just like operating on Luke?
Yeah, but if he commits that there, that's not that bad.
One thing is
it's not a worse situation than Luke just being at the bridge where he's pretty much like a dead card anyway. Now you've got more commitment out of it.
All right, he did move over.
So he did, yeah. I think I'm leaning toward that being. I'm agreeing with him there. Yeah, I think.
One thing that'll be very interesting is, does Chris Kelly have Weapon Love in his hand because Reed's shield busted?
Oh, that's true. Does he play Weapon Love?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, baby. All right. Wait, does I Am Your Father stop it being stolen?
Oh, does
My
it?
Father Before Me does. I don't know. Let's check it.
I'm Your Father V. Whenever a lightsaber swung into Vader's deployment.
No. It doesn't.
It does not stop it from being stolen.
Wait, Like My Father Before Me doesn't stop it from being stolen either. Never mind. It stops disarmed.
Well, don't you play like Simple Tricks in your light side decks though? Like, shouldn't you know that Simple Tricks is the light side version of Coward?
I probably knew it at some level, and sometimes just sometimes you brain fart, and this was one of those moments.
You do. Sometimes you do. But yeah. All right.
Ooh. So Maul to the battle planes.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off. We know that Dr. E's right behind Maul here.
If he has the force to afford both of them.
Does he go down with just Maul if he can't?
Maybe.
I mean,
No.
Because look, Qui-Gon drawing 2 destinies, Yoda there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin, imagine Tom was like, ooh, I should play Simple Tricks in my light side. So Phantom Menace coming down also. Like, this is perfect spot. Look,
an impressive, most impressive. Chris taking the first weapon section.
If he's got sorry about the mess, this game is going to be over, right? Because Reed doesn't play 2 Gik.
Just about. Let's see. He's swinging at Maul or at Dr. E is the question. He swings at Dr. E, and sorry about the messes.
Okay.
Yep. So
what did he draw? I looked down at his list.
He drew super high, but that's
he could have ended this game. Yeah.
Yeah, but what if he had force field, or what if he misses in close call? I think this.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. He could still end. He could still. Probably can't end the game, but it's going to be ugly.
Yeah, it very likely will be. So very, very nice combo. Chris Kelly all prepared for this.
Okay, so Yoda's hit.
But very likely that this battle planes, we might see like a full clear here. Like, no characters on board after the end of
this point, he probably just swings it right?
Probably, yeah, why not?
Yoda's hit, just swing it right.
Yep. I mean, Rey's immune and Qui-Gon isn't, so.
Indeed. He would have missed Qui-Gon. Yep.
Was aiming at way. Yep.
I don't think Reed plays Maul Strike.
Oh, so he does Justice, so it's only 1 destiny here.
Okay, yeah, he has Justice, right.
And Reed draws a 6.
To 3.
Chris draws a 3, so Maul might actually just live here. 6, 9, 13, 16, 17 to 13, so Reed would have to peel 4 or forfeit Maul.
I gotta imagine I can't tell the left totals because of the black sleeves, but he's been losing force left and right.
Yeah, I think you have to, and also forfeiting Maul lets you deploy Maul again.
Yep, and recycles the 7, which is.
But then again, Maul being at the battle planes is pretty good. So this is interesting.
What's that last card on Justice?
It is Dengar.
Okay, so he took the Mara off. Okay.
The Maul does die. And Qui-Gon. Yeah, so full clear there. Let's see if the Vader-Luke battle happens. I have to think that it will, because otherwise...
Depends on how much is left in Reed's reserve deck. He might have to choose one.
That's true. But
if he had to
it gets scary if he doesn't.
Right.
Like, Luke might just start attacking with friends.
Yep, they recirculate.
Yep, so on to Visage Loss. Do we have anyone there?
Yeah, Robbie's on chat. Robbie's in the Twitch chat. What's up? What do you want to know?
Yeah, let's ask about Life Force stuff.
Got it.
Oh, you're faster typing than me.
100 words a minute. Yeah, that Justin just said the impressive was like a massive swing card.
Yeah.
It's just insane. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially comboed with the Sorry About the Mess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just...
Without the impressive, then Qui-Gon gets hit right away, gets operated on, and Rey gets operated, and all of a sudden Yoda's just there.
Mhm.
And yeah. So Chris
Reed
obviously
has
just
20 life left, and Chris is 19.
wow. Yeah. Well, it seems like they've pretty much been evenly trading in terms of damage. Although I think Chris has probably got a larger hand.
True. All right, so here comes Obi-Wan Kenobi V. Might see something exchanged in the lost pile.
Yeah, what would you want to get here?
Maybe. Sorry about the mess.
That was the first thing that jumped out to me as well. 2, 4, he's going back in.
The second Luke Saber, and what is that? Escape pod combo? Oh, he's digging deep.
He is digging deep. Just want to look through everything. Rey.
Oh,
Gets
Rey.
That makes sense.
Does
Rey
it?
gets him something from the used pile and his forfeit fodder here. And more power. Like, he's currently at 13 power. Yeah, it's like add Rey here. Now he's representing like 19 basically. Or 18. 8, 13, 17, 18. And he gets the used pile search. Doesn't look like a lot of red. I can't really tell what's that card at front.
Can't tell.
Yeah, well, he takes it. Or is it interrupt of some kind?
I'll take a look at his list, see if anything jumps out at me. It looked like
It looked kind of like narrow escape, but it can't have been narrow escape.
no. It
Blaster
looked
deflection. Blaster deflection.
Yep, there you go.
Proficiency. Oh, he's going for a big power blowout here. That's what he wants, and I feel like it might work out for him. Although we haven't tested for Force Field yet, so Force Field is still a card that's definitely within. Oh, what if he pulled the Weapon Lev?
They're saying it was Jedi Lev, but Weapon Lev would have been the money, like the bomb.
No, but I don't see Weapon Lev. I see Blaster Deflection. You do have your moments.
I think it was Blaster Deflection based on the picture because I thought it was Alter. Like, it looked like Alter. I didn't think it was Alter because I know Alter's in the Lost Pile, but the image looked like Alter to me.
The image looked like.
Yeah, that's Deflection
me, which,
in the front.
Yeah, Deflection is definitely in his hand. The question is if he took it with Rey. And I guess the answer has to be yes, because otherwise he would have Deflection during that last battle. Or would he have? Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so for sure. Deflection was taken with Rey.
Oh, if he has Weapon Lev, it's going to be in. Wait for it.
Legendary?
Derry. In Derry.
Does he have enough force to deploy another character? Is that what he's thinking about?
John Michael, if he had Blaster Deflection, why didn't he use it last turn?
Yeah.
Chris Kelly's list says does it not say Weapon Levitation? Oh, never mind. He doesn't have Weapon Lev. I lied.
Swing at Vader is okay. The Hera is being Jedi Leved.
He swung at Yoda first, bro.
3 and a 3. Oh, so this is a miss on Vader. Unless, he's really going for this. You do have a moment to redraw, and he gets the 6. Vader hit. Unless there's a close call.
I think he lost the close call already.
Reed not yet rotating Vader.
I'm pretty sure he lost the close call. Yeah.
Yep. Vader hit. Okay, so this could be Blaster Deflection, the return swing. If Reed does not have a second Gick, this could be a massive blowout here. Let's see. We count 20 power from Chris. 5. He took the card off of Justice, so Luke doesn't add 1, but that's 5, 13, 16, 20, 25, 26 to 7, and I didn't catch Reed's Destiny.
It was a 5.
It was a 5, so 12. So Vader and 9. That's huge. So Rey going to the attrition makes sense. That's the character I'd lose for sure.
Mm-hmm. At this point in the game, absolutely.
Yeah, getting Rey with Obi-Wan, that was a lot better than getting Sorry About the Mask with Obi-Wan.
Yep.
So yeah, Chris definitely on top of that. Tobias, big beatdown with Luke, who is already there, adds Obi-Wan, uses Obi-Wan to get Rey, deploys Rey, with Rey grabs
Jedi Love. They're telling me, everyone in the chat is saying that it was that he had blaster deflection last turn and didn't use it because he was saving it for the Qui-Gon swing.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Or saving it for this battle here, huh? Wants to keep Luke alive.
No, Chris thought that he would swing it Qui-Gon second and not.
Oh, I see. Which doesn't make sense.
Apparently, it's Vader in 12, is what Robbie's saying.
Vader in 12? What did we miscount? 6, 8, 11, 16, 20, 25, 26 to 12.
You're missing proficiency, maybe?
Yeah, I guess so, because I just got 26 to 12, so that's Vader in 14. Oh, plus 2 from the hallway. So yeah, Vader in 12. Okay. I don't know what the count I had the first time was, so yeah, Vader in 12. Wow. No, Reed already gicked.
Yeah, Reed gicked.
Yeah.
We didn't know. The only reason why we could think that it's possible Reed didn't battle on his turn is because he didn't have enough of a reserve deck to have 2 battles with 5 Destiny in the first battle with the swings and everything.
Yeah, so let's because we see 2712 in the chat, and I think it's 2712. That's right. Interestingly, the hallway has the Jedi deploy plus 2 here, but Obi-Wan doesn't deploy plus 2 because his deploy cost can't be modified. So
yeah, hallway sucks.
Yeah, like the best 2 Jedis can't have their deploy cost modified. Now Vader just going to the battle planes, probably with Reed's at last 6-4 or something. Mm-hmm. Loses a card.
They're saying Reed has 11 left in force pile, but he. They said he only had 20 force and he flipped 12, so he must have had a pretty decent hand.
Or he flipped 15, yeah. So, well, he had to leave Vader in front of Luke, right, because that was how he was able to get that good Maul battle. But this was the risk that we were thinking about. Was that just leaving Luke there lets Chris do exactly what he just did. Mm-hmm. And now Chris has a drain of... They both have drains of 3 and Visage going, so Reed could definitely cut down some diff here with these plays. He's probably got 1 or maybe 2 turns of draining. Probably 2 turns. He probably gets 2 drains here, so that's
Man, how much different would this game have been if Reed could find Rendil or Carida?
Yeah. Very interesting question, because that's, free drains, potentially extra drains, and activation advantage. Reed just behind the 8 ball all game in terms of activation. But, that's kind of what you get in this match, right? He doesn't run that much native activation. Yeah. He just has the bridge. He doesn't have the, sonic bombardments for the security tower or anything like that. He runs the 3 effects as opposed to the 12-card hand. Those are kind of, those are decisions to maybe make yourself better in some matchups, but it definitely can handcuff your activation. And oh boy, Jin stopping that drain of 3, totally cold.
Huge. So if Hunt Down with Mob Point Start is so cold to don't do that again out of Throne Room. Mm-hmm. I don't know why don't I understand that in most matchups sacking you cannot hide forever for the security precautions and everything is great.
Yeah.
But if you're so cold to Throne Room here and your activation's so bad, why not just do established control?
Sounds like a very reasonable question from my standpoint.
It's tough to say because I never work on Throne Room, but
it's better against non-Throne Room, is the thing. So he just might have been the Reed that he had of the meta that there wasn't going to be a lot of throne room, and I mean it seemed like it was mostly Jakku mains. Of the people that were playing mains were mostly on Jakku instead of throne room. So, and he's in the finals, so he
But
had
Reed
a successful
himself
on
played
the.
throne room.
It's true. So, might have just thought other people would not, which appears to be true.
I don't know.
Although yesterday he had the course on CRV. All right, so Reed just using his force to deploy Mara instead of, I think probably just to get more visage damage in, maybe. But Mara here is probably going to eat the bad end of a beatdown. Maybe
Yeah,
he adds one more card into. No, actually, yeah, this is kind of strange. It seems like he would get another visage card if he didn't play Mara here. Because we assume that this battle ends the game, right?
yeah.
Unless something really weird happens. Yeah, no, to be honest, I think he just didn't have the force to do those things, to move Vader away. Or to battle with. Probably if he had the force to battle with Vader, he would have done that.
I guess if
And so we've got
so he draws the force, so he doesn't catch Obi-Wan here. But if he cleared the site and somehow survived the battle,
yeah,
he's in a really good spot, right?
well, not a really good spot, but he's flipped.
He's flipped with
super far behind, but Visage is only hitting Chris, and Chris has to scramble if he doesn't have another Jedi.
Okay, not a really good spot, but in comparison to just losing.
Yes. So Chris here just playing You Do Have Your Moments used to redraw his destiny, just I think to
circulate. Recycle it.
Yeah, to add a card. And so yeah, this is 8, 11, 16, 22 to 4, 5, 9. So this is game. And it has to put all those in the lost, and then they do the count. Let's see what the differential is. Chris Kelly takes game 1 by, I'd say, 15 to 6. Let's see if we can.
19.
Yeah, that was the count I got to. 19. Yep. All right. Well,
big win. Big win.
Big win indeed. Next matchup being Throne Room versus Court, which is, I mean, all weekend we've seen Court dominating these light mains. So if that continues, we may be looking at Chris Kelly national champion, but Reed Smith, we'll see what he has to say about that.
Have you ever won a national championship?
I've not. They haven't had nationals in a few years. This is the first nationals. 3
That's
years
a bummer.
Have you?
Yeah, 2002.
And Justin has, I know. He beat me.
I assume Justin's won every type of tournament there's been.
Is there? That might be true.
But I just want to make sure that I got this right. I've won a national championship, and I have 3 world's top 8s, and you've not won a national championship, and you have 2 world's top 8s. Is that right?
That's right. I mean, these things are all true. My 2 NPC wins are basically the only really notable Star Wars CCG achievements.
Yeah, if that really counts. It's not a real tournament.
Oh, that counts.
All right, let's take a quick break. Okay.
Looks like they might be starting pretty soon. It's not that long of a break, but. Are you calling me? All right, one sec. All right, we're back here. Just So what do we think here? I think this would be kind of a coup, right? If we get a Chris Kelly victory, this was kind of, you'd forecast this as Reed Smith's event. He's one of the really notable players going into it, it being held in his hometown. Chris Kelly coming in, stealing it away from him. You wouldn't say an unknown player, obviously, but someone having his really breakout tournament success here, you'd say that this is definitely his biggest tournament stage he's ever been on.
Well, Tom, to switch gears for a second, like any thoughtful human, I did some serious reflection just now about my comments regarding the 1-0 docking base. And I came to the conclusion that I'm absolutely right. Shocker. But listen, what Reed did was the 1-0 docking bays were good because they were like in that specific matchup because Reed chose to bring a deck that folds to choke. If he didn't want to fold to Throne Room Choke, he would have played Established Control to get his system out immediately. And it only exacerbated the situation because Chris was able to play these dinky activation pieces that were just so much better than what Reed brought to the table. But in any other deck that's gonna say, all right, I'm not gonna lose to Choke because I know Throne Room Choke is a real issue, that those docking bays become wholly inefficient.
Activation disparity is activation disparity, no matter how you slice it.
No, it isn't. Because, all right, but the thing is, he allowed himself to be in a situation where disparity mattered.
Yeah, this was more significant than usual.
Right, but it's not because Chris played 1-0 docking base. It's because Reed didn't take into account that he could be choked out of the game.
So you ready for the amount of wildness we're about to see?
Yeah,
we're going to see 4 1-0 docking bays in this common game.
Oh my God. 2
from Reed, 2 from Chris.
Insane.
Both sides, the mirror match.
This is going to be so crazy I might not play Jemp while we comment.
Were you playing Jemp on the last one?
Maybe.
Did you win?
Never lost on Jemp.
Still?
Your stats. 100%, 100%, 100%. I've only played 3 decks.
Yeah, I was I think I was 51-10, I think it ended up being when I looked through mine.
Jeez. So 61 games of Star Wars?
Yeah.
I don't think I played 61 games of Star Wars in the last decade.
You definitely have.
61?
That's like 3 tournaments. Okay, that's not 3 tournaments. It's like 5 tournaments.
All right, last decade's not correct.
Yeah, and especially online. Like you play games. You keep on telling me about all the games you test with Justin and Johnny and all that stuff.
Well, that was heading into the NPC. I was exaggerating. 61 games is a lot, but I don't think I played 61 games online. I did play a lot of Holotable with Chew. There were a lot of late nights, sleepless nights this year.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how many games ended up being in that, probably.
Hold on. Getting a phone call.
Chris Kelly with his double sleeve deck is like twice as tall as Reed's. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Double, twice. We've got the standard start being represented from both players. Let's see, Reed finding his activation this time. Or finding, a Twix, which he did find last time. Let's see if he can further that. I think it's more consistent, the throne room activation, than the hunt down was. Because he's got the 1-0 docking base.
Three immediate shields from Chris Kelly, huh?
Yeah. Impressive Enforcement, Grabber, and Secret Plans. Interesting that he plays Oppressive Enforcement over There Is No Try here. I usually prefer There Is No Try. Maybe he's intending on grabbing Sense. I guess there's probably not too many other interrupts to grab in this matchup, unless you want to grab the Hear Me Baby Hold Together.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
I don't know if Reed plays Hear Me Baby Hold Together, though. It's possible that Throne Room doesn't play that card, really.
I guess we can see, right?
I think we think the Like My Father is the official AI. Is that official or not?
I don't know. What's the image?
Like My Father before me?
Yeah, I see the card. What's the image on it?
I mean, you see it. It's Luke's face. Oh, wait, it's definitely not official because that's like from the movie.
All right, we'll tell him to put it on the bottom.
Yeah. I'll text Rob. Alright, so Robbie has been texted. It's a lot more okay when you have it just starting on the table as opposed to being in the deck, because a lot of ones in the deck have kind of variable thickness.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Chris now looking through his deck. He's got, looks like the things that he wants. He moved the bridge to the front, so he must have Accelerate in his hands. Did we see, I don't know if we see the Jabba Scum thing come out, and maybe you don't even do that turn one against Throne Room that saves a bunch of force. Definitely enhances the risk factor.
What's the third effect there?
Jabba's Haven, wipe them out, all of them, and Battle Order and First Strike.
Right.
And Accelerate does indeed pull the bridge. Both players setting up their beautiful 1-0 docking bays and a Twix each.
What activation?
One activation is pretty important. It's one activation per turn coming out on the first turn. That's like, 9 or 10 force.
We just saw Chris Kelly put 5 out on the first turn, which further belabors my point that simply doing 1-0 docking bays is not enough. You need to have more consistent.
Okay, obviously the 1-0 docking bays are part of a broader activation package. But I'm saying that supplementary value is worth it.
How many cards were in Chris Kelly's light side deck that were simply devoted to activation?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Probably 10, yeah. Because you've got the 2 Speaks, 3 Wisas. I mean, Wisa has other purposes, but you don't play Wisa if it's not pulling Boss Snatch Chamber. Well, it also pulls Battleground, too. We're counting Wisa as devoted to activation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 10.
But are you counting the battle
11,
planes?
Walkling.
That, I don't think you should count that.
I'm not counting the battle planes. So Walkling, 3 Wisas, Boss Snatch Chambers, Jedi Council Chambers, 2 Speaks, we're at 8. Insurrection Aim High, and the 2 Docking Bays, so 11.
Yeah, so more than a sixth of your deck.
Yep. And the Throne Room, I guess, probably counts, so 12. So a fifth of your deck. So yeah, 20%. You were right. Didn't you say 20% the other day?
Yeah, I said I think that's too much.
So it's exactly 20%. Yeah. It's a lot. Activation is really good.
Activation broken. Please nerf. Please nerf activation, PC. All right, so we see some aggression here. Qui-Gon, turn 2 down to the audience chamber. Does not fear the fact that Chris Kelly can pull an alien from reserve deck and put it at that very location.
Very interesting. And I mean, if Chris Kelly had more activate, well, let's see.
Chris Kelly's so excited he's activating before Reed is even done with his turn. He's so excited.
That
is a lot of
story of this event.
A lot of black cards in his hand.
Yeah, light side guys going to the audience chamber, dark side guys destroying them.
He's got a barrier canceller in his hand. He's got a huge hand. The only limitation here would be activation, but he's activating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's
plus
not a ton.
the 10. Yeah,
considering
not a ton.
Scum isn't out yet, so he might want to wait one more turn.
Hard to wait when Qui-Gon's alone.
Yeah, that's also true. I don't think he's got the Java Scum in reserve. You can't do this without Scum. Scum is so much force.
Yeah, I don't disagree there. It'll be a huge loss if there's no Jabba there. Lost opportunity.
Yeah. I don't see Jabba, but maybe.
And maybe he's trying to will Jabba into the deck. Oh, Jabba's in his hand.
Oh, okay. Scum, I'm assuming there must be a Scum in deck. He probably plays 2. All the Scums play 2.
No, John Michael, the podcast doesn't have to wait until after Worlds. It just has to, you need to get Justin to stop blowing me off when we schedule to do it. It just happened 90 times.
Ooh.
Burn. So I actually have, and I also don't want to release until I've produced 6 episodes, which I have the Jerry Darcy interviews, and I'd love to do one from here. I'd love to do a classic with Justin. I'd like to do a modern with Justin with his Watcher Step. I would love to do a classic with Bastion, if I can get Bastion on.
That would be cool.
Shots fired. Yeah, I want to do. Bastion's been playing his Brangus on Gemp, so I kind of want to do a show me your deck with Brangus, and I would really love to do a YouTube version where I can actually load up Gemp and have the deck list there, which would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, here we go with Jabba.
So now. Jabba and Scum, which is what we were saying needs to happen.
EPP so Qui-Gon, Forlom. Which is good against Qui-Gon.
Very good, but is that worth the 3, 4? Probably is,
Absolutely.
But it just really limits what he's able to do with this third character.
Yeah, but, it cancels and it adds a Battle Destiny. Now, the thing is that potentially there's Blaster Deflection to stop the Forlom canceling, but Reed, that's probably not a card Reed waits for.
What do you do here? It looks like he has Sizor and Boba Fett in his hand, and I don't see who else. Is that Dansborin? I can't tell.
I can't tell either.
I'm guessing it's not Dansborin, but could be.
Or Jasper, you mean? Yeah, so she's...
it literally looked like Dansborin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely not Dansborin. I see IG-88 and Fett, I think. Yeah, Shizor makes sense. Makes Java immune to attrition and weapons.
And he's the only one in this hand that went down for 3, right?
That might also be true.
Which is probably the most important thing.
Yeah. Well, he can't battle free, so he could have spent 1 more, but... Yeah.
Got to imagine he needs that force for grabbing in other.
Yeah, I mean, Force is definitely a premium. Oh, Greedo. There's the guy.
So he's playing Greedo using
Greedo
the
with
audience chamber.
Yeah, Greedo is so good that he's worth pulling with audience chamber.
Greedo free with Scum, or does he cost 1?
He should be 1.
Okay.
I just assume he hasn't paid that 1 yet.
Yeah, he's double checking to make sure he paid everything correctly.
Yeah, I don't think he paid for the Greedo yet, so Greedo costs 1 more, but the battle's free, so.
Yep.
It's fine.
But he can't grab the deflection now if he has it, which.
So this also means that he can't
Probably is
deflection. Reed, I don't know how much Reed has saved, but if he only has 1 save, he can't deflection and swing. Yeah, no, see, he has 1 saved. He deflections, yeah,
Does
so he
have the
deflections
deflection.
the 4-alarm, and now he can swing. Take out 2 characters. So Reed being the first one to go down means Reed is the one that might be posing a good counterattack here.
Yeah.
So where's the swing going?
Of course, if Chris is able to.
Wait, was that an attempted swing at Jabba, which is not allowed?
I'm not sure what happened.
I think he tried to swing at Jabba, but because of the fact that Shizor's a leader, Chris pointed to Shizor, so I think that's why. So he swung at an illegal target just there. And now he knows what the top destiny is, but I mean,
that hits literally every single person there. So
he went for the highest ability character anyway, so you kind of give him the benefit of the doubt that he would go for it again.
draws the Virago and Johto cast not hot, and that's a 1 from the other side.
Yeah, but
literally anything other than a 0 is bad for Chris.
Right.
Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
3, 5, 10, 12, 16 to 7. So that is 1 overflow, I think. In addition to Qui-Gon. So yeah, drawing. Both players true though. But if Chris had drawn high there, that could have potentially been a decent amount of force loss.
You lose Forlom here, or do you lose Greedo?
I think you lose Greedo. Forlom's just so good. So he loses 2 in Qui-Gon?
3 in Qui-Gon. Oh, yeah, 2 in Qui-Gon. Yep. And resilience to Qui-Gon, which is...
Oh, no, he can't do it.
Can't resilience, right? He can't resilience. Wonder how huge that is for Chris here.
Depends.
Be really the hand cam would be...
Yeah, what characters does Ryu have? That's a very important question right now. Does he have the capability to make a good strike back? But then Chris Kelly, we've seen his hand. It's still stocked.
Mm-hmm.
So we might just be going back and forth here. A lot more interesting in this game than the last one. We'll have to say that. Oh, the last one picked up after 8 turns. Got interesting.
So Chris busted here on Shields, playing Coward as his 4th.
Doesn't want to give Walkling value.
Yeah, or possibly he fears the Jedi Lev to get Qui-Gon back. I don't know how much Reed's activating, but...
Could be. It does look like a lot.
Just simply limiting Reed's options to do any type of shenanigan.
And maybe Chris only plays the 1-1-0 docking bay, because we only see 1 from him, whereas 2 from Reed. So Reed clearly winning that battle.
Yep, and the thing is that 1-0 docking bay makes a ton of sense because of the game plan to drain at the JCC, which has been massive.
Yeah. But you often will see the Executor docking bays, or is it the Death Star 2? I can't remember. One of them is better than the other. The Death Star 2 or the Executor?
The Death Star 2 is worse, I believe.
Worse. Okay, so then probably the Executor.
I don't remember why, but I just remember that sort of being ingrained in my mind grapes.
I believe you.
What did we want to look up? Oh, how many docking bays Chris Kelly has?
Yeah. Did he just miss one last turn, or does he only play the one?
Yeah, he plays the Death Star 2 docking bay.
Okay, so it was just active last turn.
Maybe that's the better one. Maybe I'm wrong. So we've got a verification here on Reed's deck. Let's get the Pulsar Skate there.
Reed presumably going for that third docking bay, which does not exist.
There's the JCC.
A lot of characters in that reserve. A lot of low destiny.
Reed playing the out of commission combo there.
Not too relevant in this game.
Would be a decent play right now to stop possibly retrieving with Jabba's Haven either Greedo or Sizer.
Yeah. Is it worth the force, though? That's more questionable.
Yeah, I think it's worth the force.
2 force, because it's 1 card from hand, too. Reed just picks up, so he has nothing to counterattack with. And
that
must
resilience
be
was
a huge
massive.
side of yeah. If the resilience, we would expect the resilient.
Or
if come back down.
no one caught that he wasn't able to do it because of draw their fire.
But
first strike.
Chris was on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reed tried to make a couple actions that he couldn't actually do that game.
Ooh, geez, Tom. Tell us how you really feel.
Maybe he's desperate.
So we're probably going to see.
Whoa! Not even getting the battle planes. I wonder if he forgot whether or not the battle planes was in reserve, or maybe he wants to go down below 12 in hand.
Possibly. Do you think we'll see a Jabba's Haven retrieval to get that Greedo back, or?
I think that would probably be pretty likely. I mean, Greedo's not quite as good when you know he's coming, but we've definitely seen Greedo put in a lot of. I mean,
I guess you could.
He's also like a choke, you just like make them use a bunch of force they can't. Like we saw here, Reed, because of Greedo, wasn't able to resilience.
I guess if you just save 2 force, you can always just Haven then react, but
yeah,
you still have to Haven before the battle anyway, so
right. So it's kind of maybe more guessing game than it's worth.
Yeah, especially since he just saw that out of commission from Reed. There's no reason to hold it, in my opinion.
Yeah, but right now, probably, I think you just add more characters.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Other than Greedo?
Greedo's not one of them, that's all.
Yeah, I don't think quite yet, but you're right. That's definitely a viable line, and if he takes that line, it would not be, yeah.
There's that shitty 1-0 docking bay.
Found it. No one playing the anti-methods necessary, to your great dismay.
Yep, no one packed it, but it's coming out party will just be Worlds.
The objective pulls docking bays. Why would you not play the 1-0 docking bays in this?
I'm okay with the Coruscant one. I'm not super thrilled about the Death Star 2 docking bay. But it's possible Chris just evaluated that the choke from Throne Room needed one more.
Makes sense to me.
But, I mean, he's already got what's it called? The one that lets them activate on his turn. Wipe them out.
Wipe them out. Good card.
Great card. Because he didn't have a force save, Dan.
Yeah, and now he could. So presumably he's pulling that docking bay this turn. Oh, no, he's not. He's using court to get the Ellison Hinther anyway.
Floating the 0. All the more reason to not play that docking bay.
Floats the 0. Just wants to put on a little bit more pressure. I think you need to reinforce the ground a little bit, though. I would have liked to have played the docking bay here. I think space can wait. It gets the Greedo.
No escape. No escapes the Greedo.
Makes sense to me. Maybe even Jabba Haven's the Shizor. Shizor's pretty decent here.
Yeah.
Especially as, stops like, Rey or Rey's going to attack alone. Okay, as IG.
So he plays IG, which costs more
But still, that's 3 Destiny he gets at that site, as well as the potential capture and the
Oh yeah,
tech
it's a good card.
cancellation. Yeah. And he
He
gets the
activates for wipe, so he can play as Greedo.
exactly. Greedo good in space and in ground in this match because he's forfeit 6 to the court objective. So Greedo really shines in court more than any other deck. We've got Joe Olson in the chat. Hey, Joe.
What this deck is really missing on the light side is Eller's Matic and Bowshooter combo.
A gift. A gift would be pretty massive here.
Yeah, a gift is good. If he was playing a gift, Tom, it would probably be his court tech. Probably.
We've definitely seen, I mean, this is the level of court dominance that we've seen over the last couple of years. That we've seen decks play a gift that do not play the audience chambers or any Tatooine sites whatsoever.
It's a 4.
And yeah, there are just matches where, like we've seen Tom Haid in his Worlds list, his Worlds QMC, played a gift. That's the level. I mean, there are a lot of dark decks that you could say this has been a dominant dark deck. Court is the one of this event, but you could variously say that about TTO entanglements recently. Court.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about how people are playing Lieutenant Blunt.
Yeah, just for ISP.
There's not really a TTO hate card, but we've seen people play upwards of 3 escape pod combos and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dark has its share of dominant decks, that's for sure.
I would never play Throne Room, ever.
I've never played it in a tournament game. So Reed
just yep. Go ahead.
Oh.
I was going to say the same thing.
Reed adds Luke to the Great Pit of Carcoon.
And 3PO to Yavin. And 3PO to Yavin 4, which is good, but would have been good 3 turns ago.
Mm-hmm.
Reed losing 2 off the top, out of commission.
Wait, why?
Or are you looking for me?
Why does he have... Is he supposed to lose more than 2? It just seems like 2 to me.
No, he lost 2.
Yeah, he was just kind of holding his hand over his reserve like he was about to flip another card, but... Yeah. Chris Kelly going in, looks like no docking bay this time. That 1-0 docking bay now in force pile again.
Let's see if that comes back to haunt him.
He can always deploy it. Unless he accidentally flips court. That's such a disaster if you flip your objective.
It really is one of the few objectives that just never wants to be flipped.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all of the good text is just wall this side up. Your bounty hunters aren't even forfeit +2 anymore when you're flipped.
It doesn't make any sense, actually.
It's a complete disaster to flip.
Jabba's Haven should say, you may not flip Court of the Vile Gangster.
It would be better card.
Too good.
Yeah, I don't know. We need the flip side to neuter how good the 0 side is. Yeah, but I had one time where I had no choice but to, seize a captive. I'm like, no, this is horrible. And then you can't unflip it because, unflipping it requires feeding them to the Rancor or something.
But now you're backpedaling because you said the capture opportunity with IG was part of the reason IG was a good call.
Well, you put them to the use pile usually. You don't seize. It's character removal. But sometimes you have to. It's worth getting on the flip side to maybe take Luke off the table for the rest of the game.
So Chris chooses not to play any backup. He just draws. He drains and draws.
Well, I mean, he saw Reed not willing to engage with that site last turn, so...
Yeah, I mean that's definitely true. I just think that yeah, I guess he could just be saving up for a beatdown on Luke, but then he just loses 2 off the top. Whoa, is that a projective telepathy?
It is indeed a projective telepathy, yeah. I mean, it fits with the Force Choke theme, you know. What if you have projective and Greedo going on? And they're
Wait,
like, what?
is that? Because that's not on his list.
Really?
I'm looking at his list.
Uh-oh.
Chris Kelly, Dark Side, day 2.
Alright, let's... interrupt. Uh-huh.
I mean, that's not a virtual card, is it?
No. Projective telepathy is in place of the cast out Dr. Evazan.
I see it. I see it.
He doesn't play Dr. Evazan? I mean,
bold move, Cotton.
Projective telepathy is a good card for sure, but I'm surprised he cut Dr. Evazan.
A good card for sure?
Yeah.
A good card for sure.
For sure.
Cancel Anger, Fear, Aggression. So I guess you could stop him from playing defensive shields, right? Or if your opponent just initiated a battle or force drain, your opponent must choose to use 2 force or cancel the battle or force drain.
Wait. Does it... Wait.
No, it doesn't cancel the shield puller, you jackass. I was kidding.
But
when it's inserted or revealed, Tom. When inserted or revealed. I guess you could have it in your opening hand. No, you can't.
No, because that's first. That would be like a really hilarious oversight, though, if it actually canceled the Anger, Fear, Aggression and no one realized until
I feel like Tim Simon would have caught that one, bro.
Probably.
Although no one caught Chief Bass, so what are you going to do?
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
All right, so Jyn Erso comes down to cancel the drain at the audience chamber, which wasn't that big a deal anyway.
Right. So now Chris looking for his Probot. Which I think I saw in reserve the other turn, so I don't think he has it right now.
But does that drain of 1 matter that much?
Not much, but you want to Probot it. But yeah, in terms for Reed to win by 20, he's got to take more active plays than that, I think. I mean, that's the other thing is Chris doesn't even have to win this game. He just needs to bleed Reed out. Right now, that's happening. So with that in mind, oh no, he couldn't pull Firepower because he's shield busted.
I feel that these 2 players choosing to play like no light space is a curious decision.
Yeah, I mean we've seen that with a decent amount of throne rooms. Is that very, very? I mean, you say no light space, but Chris Kelly killed Devastator against Greg Shaw.
He did?
He did. Greg Shaw had to deploy the Executor and a few pilots in order to get Tatooine back, and that tempo loss may have been a pretty big part of what cost him the game. Because he was just always a little bit behind.
Did he just leave the Devastator naked the whole time?
He had Ozzel on board, but it was Rick Oley had Lando and some other guy on it. So, drew the 2 Destiny. It was enough.
Yeah, I gotta say, one of my least favorite things about entanglements is having to back up the Devastator. It's always a pain in the ass. All right, so here we go. We see Boba Fett Bounty Hunter come down in front of Luke. Chris has had a barrier canceller in his hand the whole game, so I don't think Reed plays barrier, but if he did, he would be safe here.
Yeah.
Also safe from Fallen Portal in case there's a Fallen Portal at the Great Pit of Carcoon.
You never know.
Reed is playing a dodge, though.
Reed has a lot of cards in his force pile, though. And Chris doesn't have a ton. I'm not so sure this battle is that advisable. What is he getting out of this
back him up? Well, I think he probably wants to retrieve a couple cards. He's playing Bannis Keeg V.
He doesn't have that much active. This. I mean, if this goes through, this is great for him. But the risk reward, I'm not sure.
Reed isn't playing It's a Trap.
Makes sense. He has the answer for It's a Trap if he was.
And Greedo.
But Reed has enough
Oh, does there still
people
coming
ever.
through? Cancel, it's a trap also?
It does.
Wow. Card's broken.
They're just always going to come through.
They are. Please ban.
We also see, I think, Johto cast in the hand. So yeah, he's got more force than it looks like it. So he might.
Well, he didn't deploy anything last turn. He didn't drop his entire force pile, so.
Yeah.
And he's got to save a couple to retrieve with Scum here.
Yeah, and to upkeep Boba Fett if Boba Fett survives. Got the Scum Retrieval going. Yeah, this is a pretty formidable force. Even if you really see like a Sorry About the Mess / Clash of Sabers thing. Maybe great, or Chris does have the ceasefire for the Sorry About the Mess.
It's in his hand.
Wait, what's that? Oh, he's using
Paying to swing, yeah. Joe has 1/5, so.
Which is enough to hit anyone.
Yep, he hit Boba Fett. That would be the guy to Sorry About the Mess.
Yep.
You said he had the ceasefire?
Yes, he did, and he plays it.
Yeah. Ceasefire. Such a blowout. You lose 2, I just use 1.
And Reed, what's going on? Yeah, he has to lose the force before the ceasefire happens. So now Reed seeing Hear Me Baby on the ceasefire. So this is quite a stack here, which is being grabbed, but it resolves. So the ceasefire is canceled. Sorry About the Mess goes through. Boba Fett dies.
So we lose Boba Fett, yeah. So now we'll take a couple random pot shots at Luke.
Might as well.
Oh yeah, he did not lose the ceasefire.
Yeah, ceasefire definitely goes lost after it's canceled. Don't blame anyone for mixing it. Oh, he had the hit. Wait.
Oh, did he forget to hit him weapons first? I didn't see Reed play impressive.
He didn't. Maybe he was just trying to get to the power segment and draw some battle destinies, but that seems really ambitious not to hit him weapons there.
Wow.
So we got a 6. That's
it looks like he just forgot.
That is really strange. I would definitely have. I mean, taking Luke off the table and having that beatdown squad is definitely worth, because you're getting 2 characters dead even in the best case scenario.
I mean, it was a 6, so Luke would have been immediately lost.
Which is totally fine.
But, yeah, I mean, I just can't see. Yeah.
So we've got power of 15 to... What did Reed draw? Did you see?
No. I was looking up hidden weapons.
Yeah, we're pretty close in terms of power, and Luke is immune, so Luke might just stay out. And
yeah,
I would have really because so maybe he cancels the hidden weapons, because you have to see that maybe Hear Me Baby is going to be there. So he cancels the hidden weapons of the Hear Me Baby, then the ceasefire goes through.
Yeah.
Or he lets the hidden weapons go through, and boom. And capturing Luke at the Great Pit of Carkoon is great because it lets flip your objective. So there's that.
Broken.
Yeah.
What a play.
Reed seems to peel a few to keep Luke alive.
Looks like he lost 3.
And I'm imagining that we're going to see these guys run away to the audience chamber.
Uh-huh. Well, that couldn't have gone worse for Chris.
Yeah, and I think he had the tools to make it go better and just chose not to use them.
He definitely did. That hidden weapons, not playing that hidden weapons was.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a mistake. I think that's a mistake. Even if he was just banking on trying to cause overflow with those 3 battle destinies that Boba Fett does.
It's not like he
take Luke off the table.
Not like he had a 6-track though.
Yeah, that's also true. Well, I mean, any good result from hidden weapons is going to end the battle there. But that's fine. You're happy with that squad of guys just owning the site without Luke being there.
Yeah, and basically Reed already lost the battle plane, so there's nowhere else for his guys to go.
Yeah,
he's got the entire board locked down.
But he did make Reed peel a few, and given that Reed has to win by 20 and isn't challenging really
Yeah,
anything.
it's not a it's not. I mean, it's a lot better that he's up by 19 diff. I'll say that.
Yes, yes.
Hmm. So Reed
Yeah.
just drains and plays Hera
Looks like it.
and draws.
Well, now that makes Luke an even juicier hidden weapons target if there's a future.
Yep, and he has Jodo Cast in his hand, so
Yeah. Oh, and another Boba Fett. So,
and Bosk in his lost pile to be Havened because
Yep.
he has not used Jabba's Haven yet.
Yep. So, and if he has that 6 still tracked, I don't know if it's convenient number it's probably too high in the reserve to have a good force pile and have that tracked. But
Yeah, this might have just worked out perfectly for Chris.
Actually seeing the size of his reserve, maybe you just activate to the 6 and then hidden weapons Luke.
He just activated 10, so presumably he can activate more than that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, he can only activate 10, so
Yeah. Well, let's see. I mean, the hidden weapons, or the 6 would be pretty far up, because he used a lot of force before
you know what, Tom?
he did that. What's up?
That Death Star 2 docking bay is still floating around somewhere.
That's a good point. And he looks for it. So the 6, if it's in the reserve, is being shuffled. Yep, the 6 got activated. And the Death Star 2 docking bay is in force. At this point, the Death Star 2 docking bay is pretty much a liability. Well, although he wouldn't mind activating 11 force here.
No, I think he would have liked to have it out for sure, but it's the fact that he hasn't been able to get it. It's, like I said earlier, could come back to haunt him.
Yeah.
That Destiny is not great, but it is good for it's pretty great for hidden weapons.
It is true.
Which is just one of the other things about hidden weapons that's so great. It's just
it makes your bad destinies good destinies.
Yeah, exactly. It just does it all.
I might go for it. Well, let's see. He's got 10 force. Is that all he has active? Did he have anything saved?
Well, he likely had at least one from the wipe.
So. Yeah, because he wouldn't have had any reason to spend anything on. Yeah, and I think he used all those forces. He's probably got 11 force active.
He might have saved one before that. I mean, he moved 2 over.
I think those was his last 2 forces. Those 2 moves.
I think he has more than 11 there, personally.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he goes for it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 takes it back.
Just keep on jamming this until it works.
Gotta play Jodo Cast here.
Yeah, of course. Or maybe he goes back for boss.
Yep. No, there it is. So Jodo goes down for 3, which is great. Does he play the P-59, which would be...
He doesn't have a force to do that. That'd be 4.
So he's placing Jabba's Haven. Oh, man, what a nice little maneuver there. Puts Jabba's Haven upside down to know that it's used that. I wonder where that trick came from. Gets Greedo back. Is Greedo not... Did Greedo re-die?
I don't think... Wait. Did Greedo get redeployed?
Didn't he? With no escape?
Yeah, he died in the battle just last turn.
Gotcha.
So Greedo's been in every battle.
He did not shoot first in any of these battles.
That's true. I did like the... we had a card at one point where Greedo always shot first. Like if a battle was just initiated, shoot immediately.
So here's the hidden weapons.
And it's grabbed, or is there...
Sensed.
Draws a 4. That could have gone badly. But no. Sensed.
Man.
But here, that was his last force, and now that 3 Destiny. I mean, listen, the hidden weapons didn't go through, but Boba Fett is still Boba Fett. You're gonna do what Boba Fett do.
And he can't swing now.
Oh, true. Two. Yeah. Those would have been good hidden weapons destinies.
Yep, they would have been amazing.
Oh, so he just. Oh, if he had drawn 1 higher, Luke would have died. But here, Hera covers.
Sad.
Very sad. Is that a Donald Trump sad?
Isn't every sad a Donald Trump sad?
Touche, sir.
I mean, inherently, isn't that just like what sad means now?
I'm pretty sad.
So you lose Greedo here. How much force does he have saved? Can he might have to lose Boba Fett.
That's what I was thinking too. I don't know.
Lose
if he has
Boba
enough
Fett
to
and move
2
over.
guys. The other 2?
Yeah.
No, he just loses Jodo. Yeah, maybe he has enough to move like 1 guy to the Great Pit of Carkoon and upkeep.
I think I would have lost Boba Fett and moved over IG.
Whoa!
Lost somebody. Oh, bold move. Does that mean that Luke will be headed towards the audience chamber, or did we miss something? And was his Battle Destiny +1 somehow?
I don't think so. Maybe it just means he has another Luke. Obviously, that's what it means. And he just wants to keep. Maybe he needs Luke and Hera on the table. His only other character in hand is Luke. So you lose the Luke because otherwise you're not doing anything really next turn. All right, so he moves IG over to the Great Pit of Carkoon. So
yeah, which is the perfect guy to put over there because now he's just getting 4 Destiny.
Yeah. Although he's a bit vulnerable. I mean, any kind of disruption here, like a Sorry About the Mess, if he has a second one, or he can solo for it, blowing up Boba Fett, and suddenly that's 1 Destiny.
Tough to see what's in Reed's hand, but he definitely has a few characters.
Yeah. And a few interrupts. Impressive, most impressive being one of them. Padme, I see Padme.
Is Padme still a card?
Yeah, with different cards.
I mean, does she do anything?
Adds a Destiny to attrition, one with another Skywalker.
So no, does nothing.
She's pretty good. Another Sky. Did she ever take Anakin's name?
No. Do you know what that would have meant for them?
Maybe at the end. They were living together. Like, how bad sleuths are the Jedi?
Sorry,
They don't
first of
know
all, she's a politician who almost never take the names of their loved ones.
But
Further,
their kids were Skywalkers.
Yeah, technically. I mean, that was retconned. I mean, you know, like...
It's not Luke Naberi.
No, but why was he Luke Skywalker? Like...
That is a good question. It seems like a really bad strategy on the part of the,
Yeah,
rebel.
exactly. I mean, it's not like he...
I mean, Leia had the right idea. He should have been Luke Lars.
Oh, wow, Worf's just commented that Sorry About the Mess could not have targeted Fett.
Because of Greedo. Wait, does it work that? I think it doesn't work that way. I think
They're saying it only applies to control phase firing. Because Greedo wasn't a legal target to be... Because he wasn't hit.
Right. The text is weapons fired using Sorry About the Mess must target Greedo if possible. So
gotcha.
Not good catch, but that's not quite.
Nice try, Worfs. You shifty bastard. All right, so Chewie comes down to join Hera, which makes the loss of Luke even more curious.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, we had to have missed something, right? Oh.
What?
He's not alone, so he's not even less than 7. But that doesn't force him.
Yeah, but
that doesn't force him to lose.
Yeah, Hera's still forfeit 6.
Is she definitely forfeit 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I don't know.
Right? Wait, well, now I'm doubting myself.
Oh, wait, is Yade Marek a 3 and not a 2?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe we miscounted one of them.
Yeah, he's a 3. He's a 3, not a 2.
Oh,
wait, that wasn't Yade Marek, though, was it?
I didn't think it was. I thought it was 3 2s. I can't remember what they were. Like hidden weapons, or not hidden weapons, something.
No, it was like a random character.
Maybe there was a 3. Yeah.
Wait, what's happening in the battle? I'll look at this. You do play-by-play the battle.
Looks like IG captured but let escape Chewie. But there was a second sorry about the mess to blow out Boba Fett. So there's only one destiny here. Although Hera doesn't draw by herself. So Hera just dies.
It was Velkin Tazeri,
Velkin Tazeri.
who is a 3.
Here's a 3. Okay, that would be why. That's why Luke died.
Although Velkin Tazeri cannot target Luke with weapons, that's incredible.
The card has the most random game text of any card I've ever seen.
Well, President say, unless it had Orgamo Weronic here, is that a real person? Your other characters here may not be targeted by lightsabers. Is Gamel Weronic in the game?
Yeah, so there was
Right,
a...
this is the handshake, and
with
Chris
that.
Kelly is the national champion.
Hey,
Chris
Chris Kelly. Congratulations to Chris Kelly. National
Did it.
championship.
And we did it with an illegal AI on the table the entire time.
Oh, nobody fixed that? Well, okay.
Well, I have to say, I think that the best part of this weekend was me and you, Tom.
I enjoyed this.
We were flawless.
Good work. Good work, team. But more seriously, congratulations to Chris Kelly.
Yeah, great job, Chris. It was a baller. Kind of sucks for Reed, who dominated day one.
It's true. This is his first real loss here.
Yeah.
But that was both lost games, pretty much. I think Chris Kelly 2-0s that match. Not that he needed to. So, very well. Of course, things get different if... it looks like they stopped streaming. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, they want to go. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. All right.